Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to episode 2 of Let's Play Space Engineers. So, one thing I've changed from the last episode is I tweaked my sound just a bit. Hopefully it's a little quieter in-game. It gets pretty loud. Another thing, I've been just taking some of my uranium and plopping it in here, which is doing pretty good because we got 4.17, which if that refinery were to keep running non-stop, we have 7 hours of fuel, roughly, so that's not too bad right now. And you can hit K and go to control, and you can get a better idea on what's well, there's the refinery. Max required input 0.56 power, I guess. And if we go to small reactor, you can see the output right now. Not too bad. So today, we're going to cannibalize some of our systems and start building. We're going to look into building a small ship. And the best way to do it is to start cutting up your ship now. Yeah, just chop the hell out of this poor baby. So let's start doing that. You probably want to be careful when chopping it down because you don't want to hit any vital systems or split your ship in pieces where parts of your ship start flying away. That wouldn't be so good, if you get what I mean. So we're going to just cut some of this. I actually have one that I really want to cut, but you usually want to leave the gyroscope a little later, even though it's one of the more important and better ones to do. But basically what we're going to do is we're going to make a platform, and we're going to start chopping this down and working on that. And you probably, for now, just because if our ship got bumped, you probably don't want to take the engines where you want like an engine on each side pretty much. So see how there's 4 engines out here? Oh, that's good. And then literally you could just go out here and take out one of these engines. Actually, you could take all 3 of them. As long as you have one engine pretty much pointed on each direction, then you're fine. So notice how I'm still cutting, but no parts are going to my inventory. The bottom left says the volume is red. It's full. That's because my inventory is full. If I kept sawing, I would basically lose all those items out to space. With the gravity field on, that pretty much means that the items would literally float away and it would all go goodbye. There we go. And how many up thrusters? Oh, I got 2 of them too. 1 side thruster? Yeah. How many bottom thrusters do we have? 2, I guess. Huh. So, let's go and saw this one. We won't need this many thrusters anyways, but might as well. You know, one of the things I'm going to do is cannibalize the entire ship eventually where there's no ship left, so might as well go out and saw the heck out of it, right? Oh, and I can show you, we don't need to go back and in non-stop. We can unload outside as well. I'll show you that in a minute. Perfect. And yeah, we got 2 up thrusters, so I guess technically they would be down thrusters, but whatever. They're up in the air. We can go back here and open the cargo container. Just double click everything in here for storage. Oops. There we go. I remember when the survival, like this is the second update I'm on with survival right now, and see what I did there? I unhooked that, and it unhooked that. See, since that was mounted in that way and fashion, that's a bad thing. So you gotta really be careful when you're taking things out. It's good that example happened. And I don't think there's a way to attach it, not I've ever seen. So basically, it's not a big deal because we can just saw it. But look at this, physics are in play here, guys. I can go like this. Actually, I can jump like this. Oh, see how it's moving a little faster now? Urgh. There we go. And no, the gravity does not take an effect on large objects like this. The gravity takes effect on things like small roids, asteroids, little rocks and stuff, but anyways, we have really bad landlords. They're like 12-year-old kids upstairs, always screaming and yelling. So here we go. We got that done, and yeah, so I can't figure out which direction we were in. It's funny, like when you start cannibalizing things, you kind of get lost space to there it is, cargo container. So there you go. As you can see, things are going pretty good. I'm just disassembling everything. One of the things that offer a lot, at this point I don't think I'm going to push my ship off into nowhere anyways. So I probably, actually, you know, I don't even think this would control it much anyways. So let's start taking this part. Look at how much steel's in this thing. It's an insane amount of steel. It's definitely worth chopping it down. There you go, full. Go back. Lots of motors too. Motors are pretty important at the lower parts of the game. There we go. Chop this down. There we go. Go back here. Let's puppy up. Go back over here. Ta-da! And there you go, because actually I don't think the gyro reel will require it to study the thrusters. For example, this is what I mean. If I were to hit T and go like this, it would stop itself, right? Yeah. So they're not even needed. But you would want a thruster on each side for now. Like I said, it's not a must, but if you somehow somebody bumped into your ship would literally go adrift, and that's it. You'd be kind of screwed, so it's probably a good idea to do that. Let's take these two thrusters out, since we have all the thrusters on that side. There's probably going to be more separation on this side, knowing me, but we'll see. Okay. There we go. Perfect. Opening in the cargo space, kind of handy. So this is one of the reasons why I mean, I'm doing this for the Let's Play. It makes it easier. A lot of people prefer this method anyways of playing, so that's why I'm showing it. But honestly, I am hoping this becomes a way that you can't do it as an option, of course. So people who enjoy cannibalizing their systems, you know, oh, you know, you have this rescue ship, that's all you have left, you have to survive. That's awesome. That's great. But for people like me, I would prefer to have to start from scratch in a sense. Of course, you need to use a refinery and stuff, and that's why I like to start on the platform, but at the same time, you can't salvage anything. But hey, it's not too bad. So, oh crap. Whee! So, I think it's time for us to start doing our station, and basically you just take a crap ton of steel. You can hold 350, because we're on 3x, and I think it's 100 and something. For 2x, 20 or something, or 25, 125. So we can pretty much make our station anywhere. You hit G and you do a small station. Now this is actually going to probably rotate from what it looks like now. And actually, no, it didn't. Sometimes it rotates off. It's not exactly what it looks like. So you can tell, you know, even though our ship is that way, this is apparently the correct method of the correct, you know, axis or whatever it should be, which is fine. So basically you would go to G. We already have the small armor block here, but normally you would have dragged the armor block down here, and you would just build it. And you can build the frame like this, and you can just start designing your platform, your station, like this. Oh, yeah, butt. There we go. Now you can use heavy armor, but it's a little more taxing. And you can also set the color, and you can hit P while in space and set the color if you wanted to. So I could go white, blue, it wouldn't matter. So if we went blue, for example, you can see, oh, there it goes. And when you weld it, it will be blue. But don't fear, if you didn't do this ahead of time, there is another option, and I'll show you that now. So you can see the blue plating on there, beautiful. And as you can see, you'll have your default color here. But this is when you can go to your block here, that you have the color, and you can see the bottom right there. It says light armor block and the blue over top of it. You can use your middle mouse button and paint anything. And in fact, you can do it over here as well. So you can paint everything you want. That can be painted, that is. So that's pretty cool. Just gonna continue here, welding this up. Oops. So yeah, it's a slow process. Yeah, personally, if we had a slider to change everything, which I think we're going to anyways, just takes time. I mean, when I say takes time, these guys are probably having like a week, but even if it took a couple months, my preferred sliders are going to be inventory space for now, mainly because of there's like no automation, not quite enough in automation yet. Basically, the only automation right now is the refinery can go into the assembler, and that's it, like the materials. But you can't do the same thing. You can't like put blocks together and have it automatically push into another one. But that's the conveyor belts in the future. So anyways, I'd probably have large inventory space, and at the same time, I probably... Oh, by the way, they're having a shower. Hopefully you guys can hear me, because it's like the most annoying, loudest thing ever. But anyways, I would have... Boy, it's distracting as hell. Yeah, anyways, I would have a slider for, like, for me, like, which ones I adjust. I'd keep everything 1x, and I would adjust the inventory space, and I might adjust, if there's a slider for it, the speed at which you weld. Only because some of our players are more creative. They like building. Like, they don't mind mining and getting the parts, but they're also quite creative. They want to build, like, huge structures and stuff like that, and one of the downsides is literally having to sit there all day long welding, especially if you're not going to get too far. So I could see that being one of the big features on our server anyways, but from our community and players. So there we go, we're charging up our energy because you saw the warning my suit was getting low, and I want to make sure that stays up there. You probably won't hear this microphone's pretty good not capturing that horrible background sound, but you can sometimes hear it. It gets pretty loud, but if I talk at a nice rate here, it should be fine. So there you go. There's our first part of the station. We might as well go ahead and color it. And these, by the way, if you weren't noticing, we're just building a couple more anyways, so we're going to need them. You can see there on the right side, 25 blocks. And of course, they don't have anything till you actually click it. There you go. Oh, it looks like we're out of steel, so we should go grab some more steel. There you go. Good day, sir. Can I have some steel plates? Thank you, sir. Whee. And you could literally just go like this, and then have your friend come and weld them for you. Just put the materials in it if you wanted to work in a team, work environment. There we go. So I finished that one. Perfect. Ta-da! So, now we could start cannibalizing some of our systems. The first thing I usually like doing is the generator. This is not a big one, and just get it out of the way, is the gravity generator. So, of course, the second I hit this, you're going to see the bottom right. Once it hits that red marker, the gravity is going to go away. There you go, no gravity. So that's basically a damage meter. Once it gets to that point, like it takes more than that damage, you've basically hit like a critical, red alert, at that point. Okay, so inventory is full. This is the best way to disassemble and reassemble. Have a clear inventory, and then just literally put piece by piece like this, and then put the parts in. There we go. And come back and finish the job. And there you go. Oh crap. Oh yeah. I forgot I'm like, why is the gravity not working? Oh yeah, that's right. 90% of it's not even here. And of course, even with me assembling it here, it's not going to work because we have no power now. The power isn't wireless, it's not remote, it's all based on the structure. So basically, if there's metal in between, it should connect. In fact, even if there isn't, I think... Well, actually, I could be wrong. It's pretty much if there's metal in between. So, if I put the generator there, or if I make this platform, like, 100 blocks that way and put it at the end, it should theoretically be able to power up anything. So So there we go, we're just welding this gravity generator. And the detail they put into the blocks is amazing. You'll see some of the machines, it's like incredible how much detail they put into it. So there you go. Now we technically hit the functioning part of it. Of course, there's no gravity, like I said, because there is no power. And ta-da! Built. And then we can go over here and oh crap, don't float away. The nice part of this is you'll have all your parts needed. But remember, when you're doing this, you don't want to accidentally screw yourself, because guess what? I could, at this point, float away and die. No, but I could run out of energy, because if I took out my reactor right now and didn't build this again over there, I might run out of energy. So that's why you want to like charge up your energy and then continue. So here's my reactor, here's my uranium. Now I'm going to remove my reactor and build it, and build the med bay as fast as possible at this point so I can charge up again. So there you go, we're maxed out on the components. Once again, we'll hit G. We'll go to the med bay here, medical room. And here we go. Oh, so now we can use your ins, delete, home, end, page up, page down to rotate, flip, etc. So we'll put this like so. Actually, let's go and put it like over here. Let's do it again. Yeah, like that. There we go. I like that. So it says you need interior plating to build this. This kind of sucks because not all machines will give you exactly what you need right away. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to go over here. We're going to have to grab, we'll put this here, and then we need to grab some interior plating. So we're able to grab one, which is just enough, what we need. And then we're going to go over here, and we're going to place this over here. It should stay since we didn't let go. There you go. And then we're going to go ahead, put this in here. And there you go, all the materials in my inventory. Oh, no, actually not my inventory. Bastard, you're supposed to... Huh. It will not let go without that interior plating. That's a interesting one, and a painful one. So what we can do is, temporarily, we can use our assembly to store some of this so we don't mix and match here. Oh, shoot, I'm making, ooh, I'm an idiot. I apologize, guys. We're making a reactor, and here I am trying to make a med bay. So, yeah, derpiness happens. Yeah, that was dumb, but whatever. So, small reactor. Here's what the large reactor looks like. So, this is what the large reactor would take in space and size. Yeah, isn't that insane? Not yet for that. So, here we go. And you want to put the facing so you can have access to these. I like to try to flip these around if I can ever flip them right. There we go, like that. And that way you have access to multiple ones. There we go. So we should have that done now. Let's finish caramelizing this thing. I can't believe I just did that though. That was pretty derpy. There we go, and then, did I actually put the items in there, or did we take them back once we knew we were an idiot? Yeah, I think we took them back. There we go. So right now, if we were to turn off our gravity, oh no, we float away. I swear I was trying to build the medical room again. Large steel tube, construction components. Oh, are those in here? There you go. Oh, yeah, the 5 construction components are in the other inventory. Well, we'll get up to it till it tells me I have to have them. And now, yeah. There's a little slider, you know, so like a progress bar, and it basically yells at you. So, we put those in here, and there they are. Ta-da! Not a big deal. Go over here. And for fun, I'm just going to go like this. Actually, I'm going to go for fun like this. And we're going to stand still while the inertial dampeners kick in. And then I'm going to hit X. So now my jetpack's off. So when we hit that red... oh, actually, no. It won't be just hitting the red. Well, once we hit a little over the red, we can put the uranium in. And there we go. Watch this. Whee! It flips me around. So now we got gravity. It's actually powering up the gravity generator. Okay, so let's get this up and running. Stop screwing around. Especially after the medical bay. I can't believe I did that. Okay, here we go. Medical bay. Disassemble. This thing has a lot of interior plates, but usually it starts and ends with the same material. So usually you're able to, move it from one place to another almost every single time, which is kind of handy. So there you go, the medical bay right here, and put my parts in here. Might as well just, oh, there you go. Missing a lot of interior plating. I guess I had overdone that already, so there we go. Oh, are you derping up, sir? Oh no, I did put the materials in there. I'm trying to look at my inventory. I'm like, wait, never mind. There you go. There you go. So you keep going and let it go down a bit, and then that way when you just tap it, it's like, oh, full inventory. There we go. And then back again. And we'll weld this up a bit while we wait. Oh, it's gonna max out there anyways. And there it goes. Ooh. Nope, didn't make it. Thought we would have had enough, but not enough. There we go. Now we'll make it besides the last 15. So this is good. That. So yeah, you want to be careful because like my energy is running low. Another one you might want to do instead, which we could have done to begin with, is you could have built the terminal and removed it, and you can still put them on stations. You can't fly your station, of course, but we could have put the terminal there, and that way, and then moved our reactor, and that way you had a longer gap and more able to charge up. There you go. Even without those 15, we should be able to charge, which we are. Ta-da! And the reason I like to cannibalize my ship is just because the ship is just a bit derpy, and at the same time I feel like a station's more appropriate because you're gonna screw around, you're gonna accidentally flip that ship, you're gonna do stuff. This just guarantees you a bit more safety, if you get what I mean. And I think that's a bit important in our field anyways. So the next thing that we're gonna gut out is probably the refinery. So we're gonna take the uranium out of here, and we're gonna put it up in the chest for now. And yeah, do we have anything else in here? Nope, we didn't. So as you can see, our inventory is already full. Refinery actually has quite a lot of components to it, so it gets pretty taxing pretty fast. Just right click those out. There we go. One of the things I do want to get is an assemble chamber here. So there's the assemble chamber, sorry. I want to be able to, there we go. There's a refinery input there. But I like to have multiple inputs as well. So basically what we're looking, so there's an input there. And then there's an input over here. And then hopefully there's another input somewhere around here. Okay. Okay, let's see where I'm gonna put this. Sometimes it's hard to decide, to be honest. Looks like I'm not gonna be able to put it on the edge, but yeah, let's see here. It's honestly always hard to decide how you want to place this. It's like, I want it this way. No, maybe I want it this way. Maybe we'll put it right. Oh, look at that. That goes over the edge. Of course, the edge I want it on doesn't work. Yeah, let's do it right here. You can always adjust this anyways down the road. Okay, so there we go. Let's put the components from this one over there. And now we're going to take this over here. There we go. So yeah, the refinery has 1,100 steel plates, actually 1,200 in total. 1,100 for the starter and 100 for the ending, so quite a lot of steel plates. So if you're really inclined to be cheap, I guess you could spawn multiple of those small ships and just keep grabbing refineries if you're crazy enough to, but there you go, just fill that up. And let's grab this. There you go, getting there. Back we go. There we go. That's the rest of her. If you left your materials in it, you would see them right now at the end when it popped out. It would be floating away. So it doesn't actually kill it, but at the same time, you would pretty much lose them. If you have no gravity in the area to hold them down on the ground, they probably would have floated away. Or if they rolled off the ship, for example, because of gravity, they would fall down like a meteorite and then just disappear forever. Excuse me. There we go, the long welding fun process. Getting there. There she goes. Ta-da! Refinery up and running. So now we want to put the assembler there, which assembler probably has some items in it, so we're going to make sure we get those out. Some iron in there. We can put them in our storage for now. There we go. Let's grab this assembler and place it down, and then we'll be done for this episode. Oh, so look at this. Look at those are the arm, right? It's assembling, right, machine? But they have all these details you don't even see, but they're inside for the crafting process. It shows you how detailed and how much work they put into their modeling, which is, I think, really cool. I think we can actually hold almost the entire assembler in our inventory, which is kind of nice. There we go. And oh, the inertials kick in when I put my jet on. Okay, so let's go ahead and put the assembler on 5, and I gotta decide how I want to do this. So there's an access point here. Is there any access point in the back? No. As far as I know, you need to put this. Let's see what slots are on here. I'm trying to see what's on this side. Okay, what's on this side? Oops, there we go. So I'm probably going to want to flip this. Of course, I flipped it wrong already. There we go. That isn't too bad. Oh. See, I always suck at this flipping part. I'm never going to do this right, but whatever. Ah, I like that in a way, but at the same time, I probably should stick it out of the end here. Yeah, now I think about it, probably should stick it out like something like that. Is there a piece on that right side? If there is, no, there isn't. There you go. Something like this. So can this stick out like that? Oh yeah, that'll work. So there you go. Just put that in there. Now the only downside is to use the refinery. We're going to have to go to this side. Not a big deal, honestly, because the refinery usually don't need to interact non-stop. And especially since everything automatically goes into the assembler, not a big deal. And if you turn off your jetpack, I think you might conserve a bit more fuel energy on your suit as well. So, and of course, when you're welding, you can see that energy just bulldozing downwards. Almost there. Yeah, it's a pretty taxing process. I mean, you are building an entire assembler, though, so don't get me wrong. It seems like a fair amount of work required to build one of these. There you go. Now it's just shooting up. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. Just in time. Now, if you run out of energy, it's not a huge deal as long as you're on a gravity platform, because your health would slowly go down and you just have to run to here. But if you're not in gravity, you're like flying, for example, trying to get to your station, you would pretty much have to hopefully get into your station, turn off your jetpack, which is going to be off anyway, so you'll be caught by the gravity and hopefully fall into your station, basically. Because if you don't, you won't be, like, because you lose your energy, which means your jetpack. So normally what would happen is you would just float away. So you'd have to aim in a crashing position into your station and hope that you're going to make it on there and not slip off or over, fall off, whatever. So just before we go, you want to make sure everything is correct. So simple way to do that is go, oh, hold on. Here. So grab your uranium, which we don't actually have a lot left. I should go and mine some again. And take your uranium and put in your refinery. So there's multiple positions you can put it in, but you put up the top here, which is kind of handy access for your ship. You can see it processing, and then we just want to make sure that it's getting pushed into the assembler, which it already is. So that would be a success. So thank you guys and girls for watching, and this episode, I guess, was how to cannibalize your systems onto a little station. So next time we'll probably make a cargo container, and then maybe even get to work on creating a small ship, which won't be done in one episode, of course, but we'll get working on that. So thank you so much for watching, and have a wonderful day.